So long. Go, Jonesy.
It's, kind of banged up.
Never mind what kind of condition it's in. You just be grateful you got it back. It's the little things in life, Jonesy. Give me a beer, will you?
You never know. Maybe that's what your dad was trying to tell you. Go out and find out who you are. Who knows, you could end up being a prince.
Yeah, right. What are you trying to tell me, Dad?
Hey, there's something really important tonight, you know, big change.
Excuse me for a minute.
No more trays.
Look, Jonesy, I'm sorry about the tray. I thought Todd was going to pay for it.
No, he told me to be grateful he brought it back, then he left.
Wait, he's gone?
You sound disappointed.
Jonesy, give me a beer and, I'll pay for the tray.
So, what's with the sudden interest in Todd Manning?
Sorry, but do I have to explain myself to you?
I'd just like to know what's going on.
I like him. And he likes to have fun, and he doesn't have an ex-wife that he'd rather spend time with.
What is this all about?
Look, Corey, if you want to play snowman with your ex-wife and kids, be my guest. I'll just play what I want to play, all right? Excuse me.
Anything?
Can't we just get on with it?
Of course, Miss Benzoncroft. As soon as all the parties are here.
All what parties? I didn't notice anybody else taking care of Peter Manning these last few months. It was only me there with him after the heart attack. Before that, we were getting married. We had a future. Then I spent all those weeks taking care of a guy who could barely breathe, barely talk.
Miss Benzoncroft, I realize that you're distraught.
I'm not distraught. I just want to get this will read and get going.
What's the matter, Connie? Can't get your hands on my father's money fast enough?
What's he doing here? Peter told me he caused the heart attack in the first place.
Excuse me, but this is Mr. Manning's son.
Peter disowned him. He hated him.
Shut up, Connie. Boy, you really like to move fast, don't you? First you had my father cremated before anybody could say anything. No services, no nothing. Well, before you could make the big grab for all his money, I called the lawyer to see if I could come to Chicago so that we could share this moment. You and I are going to hear my father's last will and testament together. Now sit down and shut up.
Sam, it's David. I just got your page. Tell me this is good news.
You tell me. I tracked down the person who took the photograph of Irene Clayton and her friend Bitsy.
You found Sally Dwyer? Where'd you find her?
Philadelphia. I just took her to lunch at the diner down the street. She's willing to talk to you, David. That is, if you can tear yourself away.
Sam, you gorgeous genius. Where is she?
She's in a diner just off Rittenhouse Square.
I know that. Great. I'm on my way.
Oh, look, kids, there's your Uncle David. On the phone again. Hi.
Hi.
Who was that on the phone?
Nobody. Nobody important.
Then why are you so excited?
Maybe it's going Santa Claus. Come on, Sarah. Don't you know about Santa Claus?
CJ, why don't you go show your sister all those neat ornaments on the Christmas tree?
What about Santa Claus?
He knows who's naughty and who's nice. Right, CJ?
Oh, right. Come on, Sarah. Let's go look at the ornaments.
I didn't want anybody destroying her illusions.
What about her mother? I have illusions too, you know.
What are you talking about?
Who are you talking to?
Tina, I told you it was nothing important. Okay, look, it was the hospital. Look, I know I told you I'd come over and help decorate the Christmas tree.
But something came up and you have to leave again?
Look, I promise I will get done with work as soon as I possibly can, and I will come straight to the carriage house, okay? Look, you and I will have our own little get-together in front of our own Yule log before that party. What do you say? How's that sound?
Sounds great. So you don't show up, and then it's going to be nothing but another illusion.
This one will be real. We'll make it real.
Mom, can I have this one?
CJ, no, wait. Don't pick this up. You'll cut yourself. I tell you what, why don't you go pick out another one on the tree and I'll buy it for you, okay?
I don't want another one. I don't want anything from you. Stay away from me. Stay away from my dad, too.
To my faithful companion and fiancée, Connie Benson-Croft, I leave all my worldly possessions with the hope that they will bring her the happiness she so richly deserves.
Oh, Peter.
Now, there is a codicil written by Peter Manning in his own hand shortly before his death to Todd Manning for reasons he well knows and I trust understands. I leave nothing.
Is that it?
That's it. There'll be some papers to sign, some financial arrangements to be made, but that's it.
You can drop them off at my house. Better yet, have them sent to me in Maui. That's where I'll be spending the holidays. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Sorry, Todd. I could have saved you the trip. You be sure and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, okay?
I'm sorry, Todd. Is there anything more that I can do for you?
Yeah, there is. You can tell me that there's something else in those papers, something that my father wanted for me to have.
Todd, I'm sorry, but I've read the entire document.
What about the trust fund? My mother was always talking about a trust fund. She said when I turned 25, I was going to get a trust
There's
fund.
no mention of a trust fund in your father's will.
Look, I don't care about the money. I don't care about the house. But there has to be a note. There's something personal that my father wanted for me to have, at least something from my mother. Now, come on, there can't just be nothing.
Stop that. Oh, wait a minute, Tina, I insist on paying for this.
I ran into her, Mom.
Well, as you can see, Blair, my son is a gentleman. If you were a lady, you might appreciate that. Tell you what, why don't you buy another ornament for the benefit? I gather you'll be there tonight, alone. Come on, CJ, let's go.
How about Uncle David? Where'd he go?
Good question.
Blair, I want a word with you. Well, take a number, Dorian. What did I do now?
I thought we trusted each other. I thought we confided in each other. For the sake of the family.
So?
So? Why did I have to hear about this latest atrocity from those shrews in the church vestry? Cassie is my daughter. If she's in trouble, you should have come straight to me. You are not the only family member I have. Cassie is my cousin, and she asked me not to tell anyone, so I didn't. Even her own mother? I cannot win here. If I tell or if I don't tell, I'm still a villain of the peace. Well, you're just going to have to hate me, just like everyone else. So leave me alone. Wait a minute. Boy, Slayer, I'm really sorry. Truly. It hadn't occurred to me how really awkward this has been for you, having to hurt Cassie in order to help her. It does hurt. Please, just leave me alone. No. I think you need a little sympathy yourself right now. Why don't you come home with me? That way, after you've relaxed, we can figure out a way to help Cassie. After all, we both do have her best interests at heart, don't we? Hmm?
And then we're out of here. I've got some serious Christmas shopping to do before the party tonight.
Mom, do we have to go shopping? Boring. I hate shopping.
There's nothing boring about buying gifts for other people. That's called generosity. Now, come on. Are you going to decide on